I'm going to explain the third task for PLC lab. So I want a drill that we worked on it last semester to be animated. So when we press a push button, the drill, the body of the drill comes down without the drilling head rotation. That will be a further process, which I hope we can do it in the future. So what I wanted to happen on Graphworx is to have this drilling. This is just a picture that I have on the left side. So on the right side, this is on runtime. So as you can see, when I click on that toggle value button, the drill comes down. And when I click it again, it goes back up. So for doing this, I'm just going to delete that and start all over again. I should go to configure and I'm just deleting everything. As you can see, it is in two parts. I also delete this one. So I have the picture open here. You can use any image editor. I'm very confident using Paint. So I have the picture here. So I'm going to copy half part of the drilling machine and use it for my animation. So I'm selecting it with this type of selection. So this is manual selection, it's not a rectangle selection. So I'm just going to draw if I can, because one of my hands is holding the okay. So well, it's difficult to do it with one hand only, so I have to grab the rectangle one. So I just copy this one, or I should grab it a little bit below that. Okay, so I just copy that. You can equally use the import option on Graphworx. Now I just paste it here. I want to remove the background because it will be nicer when the background is gone. So for removing the background, I can double click on the picture and then I have this option of selecting the transparent color. The transparent color for me is the white background. So that will remove the background. I'm happy with that. Now I'm just going to grab the other half. So for grabbing the other half, I am going to grab it. Oops, sorry for that. So just copy it, go back to Graphworx and paste it here. Again, I'm going to remove the background. So I want to have one of my colors transparent, and that is the white one. I apply, and now you can see that right now this picture is on top of the previous picture, but sometimes after adding dynamic that will change. So just to make sure that one is on top of the previous picture, I just remove it here. I go down here and you can see we have options of putting it in forward, backward, and so I'm just going to say I want it to be definitely in front of the other picture. Now I just align it If you have identified objects, there are ways to align them, and you can use other features that are available here for aligning. For this one, because it has that part that should be matched, so I have to do it manually. Now I want to press the button, and then that part comes down for touching this object in order to drill it. Now for adding that, I'm going to add a button. I put it next to my controller, but you know that I mean by pressing that green push button. Now I do the toggle value. For toggle value, what I'm going to do is I pick the tag X from OPC DA under Iconic Simulator, and under Simulate PLC I get tag X and I press OK. Now here the value that I wanted to toggle is from 0. I don't want anything to happen when I don't press the push button, and I want that movement. For that movement I'm going to grab ramp, same under Iconic Simulator and Simulate PLC. I grab the first ramp. Now I press OK, and I'm happy with the rest. I'm just going to apply and OK. Now I'm going to double click on this, and I'm happy with everything about the settings here. Sometimes adding a little bit of shadow makes it a little bit more realistic, but I'm happy for now. So I add, make sure your object is selected, then you add the dynamic action, and the action is relocation or a slider. So for doing that, the movement that I want to happen is up and down, very similar to the lift. Now the data tag that I want is the tag. Don't be confused between the ramp or tag. So the reason that I'm picking up the tag is because it can be controlled with that push button. Now I leave it as it is, then we see that we might need to do the range override. I apply. There is one thing that is very important to do, is to set the limit. When you click on the set the limit, this box opens around. You can grab it and decide exactly how far you want the drill machine to move. I'm happy with that, and then let's go to the run. When I press it, there is not much movement happening, so I should go back and double click on that location, range. Now for doing this, I'm going to manually change that. Now let's check the runtime. Yeah, so this is the action we want to happen. Well, as you can see, there is overlap when the drill is coming down, and the reason is because I was holding the phone, so I couldn't copy paste properly the parts that I wanted to move down to make it realistic. But that's it. Good luck with this project.